On, guys and gals, it seems to me, and a lot of the things I've seen, it may just be my feed, but it seems like the 6.0s are regaining their status as some bad mamma jammas. The sun. This is my 2006 F250 6.0 Power Stroke. I guess we'll go over what I got done to it and what my plans are with it. First, we'll start with suspension. This is a 8-inch kit. It sits pretty good. There ain't really any complaints out of it. I did go through, you know, an average kit comes with the basics. I went through and added a double bottom spacer. So the kit come with this bottom level to begin with, and then I added the 2.5-inch up top, up underneath. It's kind of sketch, but I've rode with it like that for 2 years. That also come with the shock extensions right there, but these shocks are blowed out. These 4-link arms are off of a 11 to 16. I got them off Facebook Marketplace for I think $250, brand new in the box. Couldn't really beat it. And then I built these front bars for my steering. So this is 2-inch DOM tubing right here. I measured out what my original track bar was, or not track bar, but my steering rod. I took it to a machine shop, got these bent out at like I think he said it was a 30-degree angle, just so that if I ever run the aftermarket pan right here, I'll still be able to turn full lock. This is my steering bar. They got the misalignment spacers. The only thing I will say, and you don't feel this in the steering wheel, but they have a little bit of turn side to side, which doesn't affect anything. But you get down here and you start looking, you're like, what in the world is going on? It's sitting on 2-inch spacers. I've got these bald behind 38 graps with a little bit of dry rot, but we ain't gonna talk nothing about that. As for the rear, this is a love-hate. You know, I've always loved a little bit of squat, or a little bit of bulldog, I should say, but all this is 4-inch springs with no blocks. I've still got the original shocks in it. If we'll go around to the back, I did some color match tail lights. Turned out all right. Got the 08 to 16 mirrors. I've got some chrome caps in there, but I haven't put them on yet because I planned on painting these. Got a new valence here. This one's all busted up and cracked all the way down through it. I've also got a cow hood sitting right there for it. 4-inch cow hood that's going to plan to go on it. I added the cab lights. Only 350s come with 350 and up come with cab lights, but I drew the pattern on the top, laid them out. Let's see, there it is. Laid them out, put them up there, and they are. I like them. Some people don't like them. Some people do. I got these cleared out headlights off of eBay for like I think $90. Did a new chrome grille. And then I did the billet inserts. So before I put this ranch hand on it, or this is a Steelcraft bumper, I had the full color matched front bumper with that. That's why the billet's there. If I probably would have started with the Steelcraft, I more than likely wouldn't have went with the billet inserts. But I think the billet inserts look clean. I got a good deal, great deal on this. It was fairly used. Has a dent right here and a dent right here, but they're almost identical, so you don't really seem to point it out. Inside, there's nothing done on the inside, really. I do have to get 2 new doors, this one, driver and rear. Right after I bought the truck, I just put some brand new 40 Toyos in it, and somebody actually stole my truck. Luckily, I was able to recover it. But yeah, I never did fix the door, so I've been having, for probably the last year, having to go through the back, reach through, open the door like that. And if anybody knows me, they've seen me do it a million times over. Got some shield tint. I've got the Edge CTS3 display. I love this thing, absolutely love it. I've also got the SCT 4 or SCT ×4 tuner, and I've put it in and street, and I put it in performance. I like both of them. There isn't anything in particular. I've got a 1,000-piece Starlight in this, and I had suede on it, but the glue that I used did not hold up, and I would not recommend the spray adhesion glue. If you're going to do it, either roll on the glue thick or get a HVAC spraying fan or spraying gun and spray it up there. Tint's starting to peel. I've owned this truck for about 3 years, and I've got a little bit over, I think it's 300,000, yeah, 300,000, about to roll over in 301,000. I bought it at 240K. And honestly, I have beat the crap out of it. I've got drilled and slotted rotors, as you can see up there, just 20 stocks. And I've also got a bed stack, which that's a love-hate thing too. We can get into that later. My plans for it here as of right now, I've got a truck that I bought. I paid $600 for the entire truck. Had a cab, everything on it, running gear, had transmission underneath it. It was a 2-wheel drive truck though. And I basically got it for the rear end. So as you can see, the cover's off that one because this is actually the original rear end that come out of my truck. I pulled that rear end whenever it locked up. When it locked up, it binded my transfer case and transmission, broke the tail shaft off the end because I was out there doing a burnout, acting stupid. So then I threw this in there, this rear end, painted it with some spray paint, and put that cover on it. I have gotten a lot of good comments on that. It does look pretty good, especially with the black and milled theme, I guess. ATS. And it holds an extra, I think, 2 quarts of oil, which is always nice. You know, the cooler the better, especially with the abuse that I put on it. Back to this. I bought this truck for the rear end and the motor to begin with. I brought it for the rear end and the motor to begin with. So motor wouldn't stay running. Turned out he had some problems. I've already ripped into all this, and it's a little dirty, but it's going to get pulled all the way through and taken out. I did start figuring out why it was not running right. So on the low, and this is a prone thing too, on the LPOP, low pressure oil pump, it's got, you can see the teeth, but it's like some needle bearings got up in there in that john, and it ate it up. It sent metal, I guess, throughout the whole motor. All the pistons, you can still see the cross hatching in it. IPR valve, still, the screen was still on that. Oil cooler was not cooling, was not doing its job, let's just say that. The screen is busting on that. Plan is strip it down to the block. I'm going to buy a DDPK or KP Dynamic Diesel Performance. They sell a full kit, heads, full top end. It's a stage 2 kit, and it's honestly relatively cheap for this truck. You know, whenever you're talking diesels and everybody's like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. It gets expensive, and they're right. It does get expensive, but this is going to be the first motor this truck's had. It's completely stock. It's got stock head bolts. I'm not sure. I bought this from the original owner, and he said he'd never done anything other than maintenance. He'd never replaced injectors. He'd never done the oil cooler. And I've been running around on this thing probably about 10,000 miles with blown head gaskets. So I finally, all my beating and stuff kind of come to an end. And yeah, I've honestly, I've been brutal on this thing. And I'm gonna build the motor in the shop. I'm gonna continue to drive the truck every once in a while. I've got a little daily beater just in case something happens. But I'm gonna build the motor. I'm gonna put some interior in it, and I'll pop a picture right here on the seats I'm looking at getting, but black on black. That still has the Lariat emblem in it. I'm gonna put the cow hood on it. I'm gonna go ahead and repaint the whole truck. While I do this, since I've got the hood is already fading, I don't know if you can tell, and then the roof is also fading. So I'm gonna prime that in, respray it, go and respray everything. I'm gonna have to get 2 new doors. I am on my suspension going to do a 10-inch coil. I'm gonna run in there and do a 10-inch coil, and while I'm doing that, go ahead and clean up the frame, clean up everything, replace all my seals, and basically just give it a good once over, good refresh, good refurbish, and I guess start brand new. Interior, I'm gonna do the seats, redo my headliner, I'm gonna retint the windows. I've got the windshield tinted, but talking about my side mirrors, I won't have to buff it. I'm just gonna cover all the dents, clean up my mirrors, my valences, my windshield wipers. I've got new lights sitting in there on the shelf for my my top lights. I can't think of what it's called. And I'm gonna pull the tank off of this parts truck because this was a extended cab long wheel bed or long wheel base. So if anybody knows, these tanks are actually, they hold like an extra 7 to 8 gallons. And yeah, that may not be a lot, and it's just gonna be more money to spend at a fill up. But this truck gets 14 miles to the gallon with blown heads, with 38s, with an 8 or 10-inch lift, technically a 10-inch lift. So, I mean, in my theory, the more fuel I can hold is the better. I mean, honestly. I may eventually get me a set of, once the motor's built, I may end up getting me a set of 40s. I really want to find me a good deal on some wides because you can't beat it. I'm going to powder what I can, paint what I can underneath the bed or underneath on the frame, the suspension wise, do the coils, do my track bar, do my steering bar, and all of those good stuff. You know, I'm trying not to have, it's kind of hard because the 6.0 Power Strokes have popped back out in theory. They've resurfaced in the truck world. So every one of them you look at, it's color matched to Kingdom Come, and it's got wides on it. And now it seems instead of getting out of the lifted stuff, because that's been so used and abused, it's going to the lower 24x14s on the streets. And that really ain't my style. I wouldn't classify myself as a redneck, but I like to get down, like to get dirty, and I'll pop up some videos maybe at the beginning of this video or at the end of it. And basically just, you know, bring y'all along the way. I just want to do an introduction rather than just posting a video of me stripping it down, what I was doing, and all that good stuff. And start fresh. I mean, I planned on, when I bought this truck, I told myself I was going to put 1,000,000 miles on it. I'm going to roll that dash over 99999 all the way across. And that's my plan. I'm going to make sure she lasts. These trucks, if you continue to do the maintenance on them, if you know, make sure whenever a leak springs, you try and get on it, get it fixed before it saturates everything, you most time won't have a problem. I mean, I put, 60,000 miles on it, and I've put a transmission and a rear end in it. It's been nothing to do with the motor. I've beat on it, but, you know, with that comes all the extra stuff as I've blown heads because I'm building too much boost. But to begin with, I'm not going to do any power upgrades. I'm just going to go through, give it good bones, and then maybe I'll add a little bit of color to it, add a little bit of flavor to it, and spice it up a little bit. Completely different than the 6.0, but this is my Ranger 520 VX, and this will be my second time I've went into this. To begin with, I did the top coat was real bad, cracked, if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it in this right here. Kind of, sort of, not really. But a lot of it looked like that, so I sprayed some prime over it, sprayed some glitter over it, and then just run with it. But I used automotive clear instead of gel coat. So, as you can see right here, this is a perfect example of it. Running 70 mile an hour down the river, and that fiberglass flexing, it popped it. And once it pops, there ain't really any saving it. So this is also, and the last trip I actually went on, I caught a 6-pounder, as you saw in the last video. Caught a 6-pound bass, did a little bit of cutting up, but I actually blew the motor in this thing. I burned a piston up. I was running about 68 with 3 guys on some gear running downriver, and I blew this old OX66 up, 2004 motor. But instead of repowering, I want to rebuild it because this was actually my grandpa's boat, and it would do me good. I'm gonna keep it as close to how he had it with the minor upgrades like that Humminbird up there. When I had it, he had a stick steer trolling motor. All the gauges are now digital, and that'll be the deal with this. It's nothing special. Everybody likes boats, everybody likes trucks, and I've got both of them. And so happens I'm gonna have to start building them almost exactly at the same time. But if you're interested in seeing some content on this, we can make that happen. I'm always working, got something going. I've got this one. This boat is a project. That truck's kind of on the back burner right now. And then I've also got this Dodge 2nd Gen that I'm doing for a customer. And it was actually green to begin with, but we did a full color swap from green to blue. As you can see right here, I sprayed some base, ran it real bad, and wet sanded it back down. And then I also sprayed the frame with high gloss, and this has been sitting out here probably about 4 or 5 months. As I can get to it, I just went ahead and resprayed the entire frame. I'm gonna do the wheels as well, but this is mainly what you're looking at for your finished product. And it is dirty because it's sitting outside, but it's a beautiful blue, and it's a great color scheme change than the original green. The entire frame is painted other than a couple minor spots, like I haven't done the spring and I haven't done that arm yet, mainly because I got to take this wheel back off and wet sand the wheels down because it had some trash in it. But you can see I am continually working. I don't really know what people would want to see, so if you would drop it in the comments, let me know what you're interested in, if you're interested at all in anything I've got going on. I know I appreciate the support. I appreciate the liking, subscribing, and turning the post notifications on. Really help me out, helps boost my revenue. And I would love to continue to put this stuff out so that y'all can see the journey and the process behind all this. That's a quick ramble. If you like it, hang around, and if you like videos like this, like I said, hit it in the subscribe button or hit it in the comment section, and we'll continue to try and push this out. I'm gonna try and do at least once every 2 weeks just because I've got so much going on, but I am gonna record throughout those 2 weeks instead of just trying to cram it in all on one day. Like I said, love you guys, appreciate the support, and I'll catch you in the next one.